Hi, everyone. Carrie here with Jill and Rachel, and we're going to talk to you about the first of a two-part assignment that's going to involve planning and teaching a multi-day unit that incorporates blended and personalized learning. This is our culminating assignment for the course, and it's really an opportunity for you to synthesize all of your learning and to apply it in an authentic way. So for this first part of the assignment, all you have to do is plan for this unit. And in order to plan, we've started you off with some key bullet points to think about and consider. And we're going to unpack these a little further later on in the assignment. But for now, we really want you to just take a moment to look at the components of a rigorous classroom, because this framework is our one of our foundational frameworks that we want you to keep at the top of your mind when planning. We want all students to have a rigorous learning experience in all of their classes every day. So how can you use blended and personalized learning to engage all students in critical and creative thinking, in text worth reading, and in tasks worth doing? We really see blended and personalized learning as a structure and approach that you can use to reach all students and engage them in the other three components. So thinking about that, you're going to create a multi-day unit that includes opportunities for students to read complex texts, write for various purposes. You'll integrate choice along the way and technology, and you'll think about how to collect student data to assess their learning and give students an opportunity to reflect on their learning experiences as well. In terms of due dates, we want to have your plans ready by April 4th to us so that we can give you some timely feedback before you teach those unit plans. And so if you can submit the plan for us by then, we'll be giving you feedback between April 4th and April 11th, and you can teach the lessons between April 11th and April 24th. And so if you want to teach it before then, just submit it to us before then, and just know that the last day of class is April 25th, and we'll ask you as the second part of this assignment to submit your lesson materials and complete a reflection on how it went. But for now, we're just focused on the plan.
All right, so let's take a look at what we should think about as we create the plan. So just like any time that you start thinking about instruction, you want to start with the learning goals. What do you want students to know and be able to do by the end of the unit? And then you're going to start thinking about what evidence you're going to use to evaluate student understanding of those goals. Like Carrie mentioned, we really want you to start thinking about instruction beginning with the components of a rigorous classroom. How will students engage in critical and creative thinking? What complex texts will the students engage with? And where will there be opportunities for students to learn by writing and about writing? As Carrie noted above, we're asking you to think about where there are opportunities for choice and personalization. And as noted above, we want you to incorporate at least two of these: content, process, pace, and product. We also want you to think about incorporating technology in a meaningful way. Don't include technology just to include it. Where can it be meaningful? And then where are there opportunities for tech-free time? We know that sometimes direct instruction is needed. So we want you to think about the possible uses of technology to facilitate that learning. Do all students need to learn the same information at the same time in the same place? Or could an instructional video work, just like we're modeling right now? We want you to think about learning or designing the learning environment. That's the physical environment of your room. What does it look like? Do you need to move desks? Will it look different than it normally does? And then you want to think about incorporating opportunities for students to collaborate with each other. Lastly, you want to think about how you're going to collect the data. And so you want student performance data, but we also really want you to think about how you're going to get students to reflect on the choices that they've made. We want them to think about what choices they've made and would they make those same choices in the future.
So we gave you some choices here for how to capture your ideas and capture your plan. For all of these choices, we want you to consider the questions that Jill just went through with you above. We have a planning template. If you click on this link here, it's going to ask you to force a copy. And in this planning template, you'll see the questions listed. Once we get there, here we go. And so you'll see any minute now, it'll come. Here we go. So they're the exact questions that are listed in our planning document above. So you can just use this to capture your thinking. If this doesn't work for you, you can also make a list just to get your ideas flowing in the way that works for you. You also have the opportunity to record your ideas. We have a Flipgrid for our planning unit. If 90 seconds is not enough, feel free to make more than one, several. If you're a visual person, draw a visual, detailed visual, a sketch note that really creates a clear map and plan for your unit. Again, your plan is due April 4th. Please include the link here for your plan, or you can attach it to this assignment in Google Classroom.
And we hope you really have fun with this and enjoy synthesizing your learning in this way. Really, for this unit, it can be as few as a 2-day unit or as many as a 3, 4, 5-day unit, as long as you want, whatever feels manageable and right for you. Have fun.
Enjoy. Have fun.